Hello everybody and welcome to another review here on the Jurassic Collectibles YouTube channel. You're joining me, Tom, from the Jurassic Park podcast again today. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic World, the Legacy Collection, Dr. Ellie Sattler. So, this is arguably one of the hardest of the three figures from the core Legacy Collection human characters that are available at the moment to get your hands on. When she released, I believe that she was short packed per case, so a lot of people found it very, very hard to get their hands on Ellie. As far as I'm aware, the distribution has since improved quite significantly, so she's a little bit easier to find now, but still, a very, very cool figure, and it is a shame that she was hard to find to begin with. So, taking a look at Ellie in the box, you can see she has got her flashlight, her pink jacket. Just like Grant, she comes with a compy, Dr. Ellie Sattler. You can see absolutely fantastic looking box art, again just like with Grant. And on the back, I absolutely love this, so we've got, if I just focus on it, Laura Dern up there for you. And then you've got this fantastic little graphic of Ellie with a ton of the compies attacking her. And it feels a lot more dynamic than the one with Grant getting attacked by the compies, and it just looks really, really cool. Of course, you've got the Jurassic World, the Legacy Collection logo, and the rest of your legal kind of babble that you have on the back of the boxes. So, just like with Grant, Ellie looks absolutely fantastic in the box, and I'm really, really excited to get her out of it. So, without any further ado, let's move on and do just that. Okay, so here we can see the iconic Ellie Sattler, as played by Laura Dern, out of the packaging. She's got a flashlight, and she also comes with a compy. So we'll take a look at the compy first, then the flashlight accessory, and we'll finish with the reason you guys are here, the Ellie Sattler action figure herself. Okay, so here we have got the compy that comes with Ellie. You can see it looks absolutely fantastic, lots of nice detail. It's in a attacking pose, so it's kind of like jumping, I suppose. Looks really, really cool. And I think with the level of texture and detail that is in these guys, you can see its eye, its teeth. These would look really, really good with a little bit of repainting done. The level of sculpting for such small pieces is incredible, to be honest with you. And I would really, really like to see somebody like Ted Brothers do a repaint of these guys. Here is the one that came with Grant for comparison. You can see different poses, but just like the one that came with Grant, if we grab Ellie quickly, we can position this one so it is on Ellie attacking her, like so. So as you can see, they're flexible enough to be positioned on the arms and limbs of the figures, which is really, really cool. So, that's been a little look at this compy. I think they're fantastic, a really, really nice inclusion, and it's great to get them as part of the Legacy line. We'll now move on and take a look at the flashlight accessory that Ellie comes with. So the flashlight obviously could be quite an iconic accessory for Ellie, but for anyone wondering, this is not the flashlight that Ellie uses in the electronics bunker sequence in the maintenance shed. This is actually the flashlight that the Jeeps have. So this is the portable flashlight that both Ellie and Muldoon are using, and Muldoon uses later in the control centre when they're out looking for Grant and the kids. So you can see beautiful use of texturing, really nice grip up there. Almost looks like the carry grip of an M16 assault rifle, which is quite interesting. You can see it says China, which is printed quite heavily there. I don't think that print is on the other side, no. Nope. So on the other side you just have all the bolts, rivets and the battery compartment details. Really, really nicely detailed piece considering the size. And on the front we have got this lovely, as you can see it's reflecting the light, reflective silver piece for the actual end of the torch. and that's applied very well. It looks like it's actually centered quite well, which is really, really nice. And it just, you know, obviously helps to clarify that this is a torch. And this does fit perfectly fine in Ellie's hands as well. If I just wriggle it on in, I have noticed that the hands of the legacy humans are a lot more rubbery than the hands of the normal humans, but I think that's because the grips on their accessories are quite large, so Mattel wanted to make sure that the figures could hold their accessories without damaging them. So you can see, I've not really got her in a good pose to demonstrate. Let me just angle her arm down a little bit. You can see that fits in just fine. It looks really, really good. So that's the flashlight that Ellie comes with. And then looking at Ellie herself, we can see it is, of course, the iconic Laura Dern. You've got the wonderful pink shirt that's being tied across, as happens later in the film. The brown belt, which looks fantastic. The cargo shorts, we're going to have to focus as we go, I reckon. Oh, that doesn't help, does it? But if we just reposition her slightly, then her legs are fantastic because they have the little sock detail here that Ellie as a character does have, which is really, really cool. I wasn't actually expecting that, but I don't know why I wasn't expecting it, because it's quite important for her character. But the way Mattel have done it looks really, really good. Her boots are really, really nice, really authentic to the ones the character wears in the film. Really struggling to focus on it, but there we go. Can see her boots look fantastic, nice texturing. And then her shorts, of course, very accurate to the one she wears in the film. Really struggling to focus here, guys, so I'm just going to swap over and see if we can there we go. So you can see her shorts, again, very much like the ones in the film. Her shirt with the blue t-shirt underneath, or tank top underneath, looks fantastic. And the actual face sculpt, if we just bring this back up and take another little look, is pretty good, I feel, you know? It's not perfect for Laura Dern, but I think as far as Laura Dern figures go, that is pretty spot on. I know there is a running change to Ellie where they've changed some of the sculpting, so I'm not sure if this is the first version or the second version I've got, but regardless, it looks really, really good. And I like the detail with the hair on the back, on the sides. The hair looks really good. Shame we've got some marks there that won't come off. I'll just focus on those so you can see them. It's a bit unfortunate, but the figure from the back looks nicely detailed as well. The only thing I would touch on is paintwork just underneath the leg there is a bit sloppy. You can see it doesn't quite connect. And the same can be said on the back where there is a little bit of marking. Now, you've got to remember that these figures do retail for $7, I believe it is. So, you know, not much in the way of actual money. But they're not available in the UK. I had to pay £50 for the set of 3 to get them imported. So I am liable to be a little bit more critical just because these figures have been such a costly endeavour to obtain. I definitely feel like they're good figures. There is some quality control issues across the board that is quite prominent with both Ellie and Grant. But, I mean, for a $7 figure, what can you really expect? You know, you can't hold it to that higher standard. So, with that all said and done, and with that little bit of criticism out of the way, we're going to now take a look at Ellie next to Grant and a Velociraptor for some scale, and then we'll move on to my final verdict. Okay, so here we can see Ellie next to Grant and the Velociraptor. If we zoom in a little bit, just refocus on her. As you can see, scales really nicely next to Grant, and scales really well next to the Velociraptor as well. If we bring the Velociraptor a bit closer for comparison, you can see really, really nice scale across the board there. Looks fantastic. So Ellie is very, very well scaled with the rest of Mattel's Jurassic World toys, which is absolutely fantastic, because obviously we've got a whole plethora of different dinosaurs that we can display Ellie with and create scenes with. So overall, I think I'm very, very happy with the Ellie Sattler figure. She's close enough to what Ellie is in the films, which is fantastic. She scales well with the rest of the Jurassic Park figures, and she has a pretty good likeness to Laura Dern. The flashlight accessory is also really nicely done, and it is just fantastic to have Ellie Sattler in our collections. That said, it is unfortunate that UK fans do not have the chance to get her easily, and it is also incredibly unfortunate that she has been the hardest figure to find in the assortment, as she is arguably one of the coolest. So, I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Have you got your hands on Ellie Sattler? If not, would you like to pick her up? And as always guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe to Jurassic Collectibles for more content from me, David, and everyone else who's been featuring here. And as always, have a great week.